Okay guys, this is CrossFit Open workout 22.2. This was the second ever CrossFit workout that I did. It was back in 2022, the second workout of the annual online CrossFit Open. And as is kind of going to be the theme with a lot of these workouts, at the time couldn't really do the workout as it was originally intended. They call it RX, that's why you can keep stumbling over it. It's kind of so as prescribed. So anyways, this weight that we're lifting here is 225 pounds. I could have done that at the time, but it's 100 reps of it. So the rep scheme here is 1 deadlift, 1 burpee over bar facing burpee. So you've got to be perpendicular with that bar. And when they released this, the standard that they had, you put a line on the floor and that bar perpendicular to it. And so when you jumped over and went down into your burpee, the standard was you had to have a hand on each side of that line, a foot on each side of that line, and it even read that your chest had to be in the middle of that line. So we're probably not doing this exactly to standard because we didn't use a line. You can see that we've got these bars kind of staggered because we wanted to be able to go at the same time, and so we didn't want to have them kind of perfectly lined up with each other along the length of the gym, and our feet be hitting each other or whatever in the middle there. So okay, sorry, I don't even know if I finished the rep scheme. 1 deadlift, 1 burpee, 2 deadlifts, 2 burpees. You're probably watching it and getting it figured out. 3, 3, 4, 4, all the way up till 9 deadlifts, 9 burpees, 10 deadlifts, 10 burpees, and you don't repeat. So that 10 is the top, and then you go back to 9. And it ends up being, so on the way up to 9, you're doing 45 reps of each, and then you come all the way back down, 9 all the way down to 1. So that's another 45 reps of each. So that's 90, and then your 10 reps of each. So you're doing 100 repetitions of each movement. So 100 burpees and 100 deadlifts. Said it backwards, 100 deadlifts and 100 burpees. So this is really funny. So I pulled this workout up yesterday to kind of start looking at it and thinking about, okay, how do I want to kind of go about this? How fast should I go? And you can see back there in the background of the video, Dan standing next to the board. I've got a sheet printed off because every year in the Open they have a score sheet, and so this was still available online. I printed it off, and then because of this weird rep scheme, you don't really know when you're at halfway or a quarter of the way there, except for that sheet tells you like how many reps you've done as you kind of get down through there. And so you can look at that sheet, but it's not like, oh, I get to the set of 5 and I'm a quarter of the way there. You're a long ways from the quarter of the way there. And so anyways, printed the sheet off, and then so there's a 10-minute time cap. Man, I'm really butchering this. 10-minute time cap on this workout. And so you just work backwards from there. It's like, okay, well, of the 200 reps, 100 and 100, let's just take it 20 reps at a time, and we'll just put a minute on each one of those. So I'm going down through the sheet. Okay, here's where the 20 reps are here. Here's 40, 60, 80, and going down through. So that's 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. Anyways, do that whole sheet up. And then I'm like, oh, I wonder how, if I was just able to finish the workout, I wonder where that would put me if I finished it right at 10 minutes. So I pull up the leaderboard and start looking, and usually to go down and find a score that I'm kind of contemplating trying to hit, I'm clicking through multiple pages to get to where I would be. And I pulled this one up, and on the first page, so there's 50 per page, and only 40 people, it might have been less or more, like just a handful of people had finished that workout, and then like if you don't finish it, you, instead of having a time, you have a number of how many repetitions you actually got done. So if you only got 100 out of the 200, that would be your score. So anyways, on that first page, like all of a sudden it was times, and then there's people getting 199 or 198 or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's what I marked on my sheet was way too ambitious. So I had to kind of start, I had to actually stop and think about the workout. And it's like, okay, how long would it take me to do 100 burpees? And I'm like, okay, you know, if I could do 15 a minute, okay, well, 75 of them that'd be my 5-minute mark. Okay, and then I need another 25. My math is going to be all messed up. But anyways, I ended up looking at it. I'm like, okay, the burpees alone, if I could even do them that fast the whole time, that would take me like 6 or 7 minutes. And then the deadlifts, obviously, I'm gonna get a little exhausted. There, you can see me with my hands on my knees. So, So anyways, I decided I did not want to try and finish the workout. That would be really stupid. And I would die in the middle of it. Not die, but I would exhaust myself, and I'd be standing there for 30 or seconds or a minute just not doing anything. So, and then that brings me to my next point. So I got stopped in my tracks with that, and then I never got back to it, and I got up this morning and did this workout, and I didn't write down a goal, which was one of my goals for my workouts, was to have a goal down before I did the workout. And so I failed at getting my goal written down. So I don't know what I was really trying for here. I'm just going hard, I guess. I don't know, or trying to. So let's talk about these burpees. So burpees in CrossFit, it's literally, you just got to get your legs, so your thighs and your chest on the ground at the same time. And then depending on the burpee variation that you're doing, there's a different standard coming up out of that. But all that you had to do here was get over top of the bar, and you had to have both feet off the ground at the same time. So it didn't require like a 2-foot takeoff and a 2-foot landing or anything like that, but you couldn't just step over the bar. So you had to actually jump. But the most efficient way to do that is to not jump your body up any higher than you have to. So it's kind of this little kind of hoppy thing. And I probably messed up a lot of those because it's a weird way to try and jump, but it did save me a little bit of work there. So trying to think what else. That's the burpees. Deadlift. Do not look at me for deadlift technique. So there is something wrong with me anatomically. Like my arms are too short, or my torso is too long, or something's wrong there. Because like I look at myself doing these deadlifts, and I'm like, man, I'm really bending over way too much. And then if I start to like squat down so I don't have to bend too much, then like my knees are rubbing on my arms, and I don't know, arms too short. I'm not sure. Somebody can tell me what's wrong with me, or maybe it's just my technique. I'm sure that's a problem also. Probably flexibility. So anyways, did get all the way up to that round of 10. I have no idea where I'm at here. This rep scheme is so confusing. That's why Dan's over there at the board, and I did the same thing for him when he did his workout. Like it is, you're in the middle of it and you just get lost. You're like, did I just get done with that round of 7, or am I in the middle of it? Or yeah, so you're just kind of confused. Last time when I did this workout, the weight was 75 pounds for the deadlift, and we were not doing burpees over the bar. We were just doing burpees beside the bar there, just going down, chest and legs on the ground. And then when you came up, you had to jump off the ground, and there was no distance. You could literally jump like a paper's width off the ground, but you had to clap over top of your head while you were off the ground. So that was the standard there. And so it was an easier burpee for sure, a lot less movement, and 150 pounds less weight, and I did 100 reps during that workout in 2022. I'm going pretty fast there, trying to get one last deadlift. So I ended up getting through the second round of 9 on the way back down, which is 128, and then that one last deadlift, I did get that in under the buzzer if my ears were kind of working right there. But yeah, checked my watch, and that's gonna be the end of the video. But I think my heart rate got up to 177, which wasn't as hard as I had pushed the other day on that workout. I don't think I said that about my workout yesterday. I think I got it up to 182 on that workout, so pushed really good and hard. Never looked at my watch once during that, didn't look at my watch during this one. So yeah, I felt pretty good about that effort. Felt good about the improvement, just the higher weight, the better movement with the burpees, and I got 29 more reps than I did 3 years ago. So that was a really, really good movement for me. So I'm trying to think if I had anything that I could take from this workout and apply to other workouts. I think the big thing was just not setting a goal. That was really stupid to not have some sort of goal in mind with it. Even if you're wrong, you're still going to get better at judging it and pushing yourself if you'll kind of start guessing on what your goal should be. And even if you're off by twice as much, like I said there the other day on those toes to bar, I thought I was going to do that in 2.5 minutes, and it took me 5 minutes. So it's okay to be wrong as long as you're kind of learning from it, and hopefully I am. I don't know, hopefully this was good information for people. Burpees are a fantastic workout tool. The breathing when you're bent over is so much more different. When you're laying on your chest, it's different. So it's a really good tool for breathing. People talk about swimming and how good that is for breathing, because you are forced to breathe with a cadence of movement, and so you're forced to control your breathing. And burpees isn't swimming. I think swimming is probably your best as far as learning how to breathe correctly, but it's definitely it's a lot tougher than running. I mean, running, you're upright. You can kind of breathe whenever you want during that. Now there's going to be runners that are going to be like, no, you can't. You should be doing it this way. But you're not upside down. So anyways, yeah, fun little workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to Blake for doing it with me there in the background. Dan did it after this. I'll if he wants to get on here and comment about how he did, he'll do that. If not, it'll be a secret for everyone. So hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, and watch my next one when it comes out. Thanks.